My name is Fernando. I come from beautiful Costa Rica in Central America, which is the second oldest democracy in the American continent, second to the United States. Being part of Latin America, it was conquered by Spanish, thus by the Catholic Roman Church. The Catholic Roman Church conquerors, the conquistadores, they would come to those lands with the crucifix, and the captain of the boat or the company would tell the priest, go and convert them. They would raise the crucifix and they would ask the locals, what we call now Indians, do you believe in this crucifix? They didn't understand the language. They didn't understand what they were saying. Because they wouldn't respond, he would turn to the leader of the army, conquering army, and would say, kill them. They're all unbelievers. They're all heathens. That's how the Roman Catholic conquered Latin America. For that matter, Quebec in Canada was also conquered that way. For that matter, the parts of the United States of America, like Louisiana, were also conquered like that. You've heard of San Augustine in Florida, the first place where the Spanish conquerors came. They came like that. The United States, this great country, just became the beacon for the entire world. No other country, no other part of the world, not even the Roman Empire that we hear so much, has given so much to humanity. Get this, we are only 530 years of age. That is the United States of America. 530 years of age. Get this, the Roman Catholic ruled the world, the known world, for 1,500 years. With what I told you before, the way they used to do it, that's the climax of their power. Especially Spain, that became the bearer, the pallbearer of the conquista, of the conquest of this part of the world through the aid of the Roman Catholic Church. But guess what? 502 years ago, after 1,500 years, a priest, a Jesuit priest, the Jesuits were the thinkers, the guardians. We are so proud to call the Marines of the United States. Why? Because they are the guardians. Every embassy of the United States has a detail of U.S. Marines. Why? Because they are the guardians. They are there to protect the interests of the United States. In the Roman Catholic Church, it was the Jesuits. One German Jesuit one day decided to go to Rome, which was the seat of the Roman Catholic Church, to find out what it was, why it was the seed, why it was so powerful. And along the way, he started detecting things that were not right because he was a priest. He was studying the Bible. He had the Bible as his weapon. But he started noticing that many things were being done outside of his Germany by the Catholics, by the Roman Catholics, by the Roman leaders, in opposition of what he had been taught and studied for so many years. And he started questioning. Why are we doing this? Selling indulgences, telling the people, you know what? If you give us this much money, your departed whatever will gain to go to heaven quicker if you give us this much money. But he was not a good person. Never mind, give us so many thousands. So he started questioning, among others, many other things. This is the preface of my own personal experience. I was born in Latin America. I was born in a Roman Catholic country, from Roman Catholic families, because all of my background is Roman Catholic. But personally, I always, because I'm a history professor in the university, from a very young age, I always say, how come I cannot touch a Bible? How come I cannot read it and understand it? That was my personal situation. And I discussed that with my parents. My parents had met in California, the United States. Even though they were both Costa Ricans, they met in California, got married, and returned and developed their family. We were brought up being bilingual because our parents wanted us to be bilingual. So I discussed it with them. I remember, because I was such a good student, that I won the opportunity to become a Franciscan friar when I was ending my primary school. And I went to the Franciscan convent. They were American Franciscans. The St. Francis College. My fascination was with English. And I saw the opportunity to improve my English. Yeah, maybe becoming a friar, maybe becoming a priest. Why not? There was a little inconvenient. I had to pay tuition. And my parents didn't have the money. So what did I win? Oh, I won the privilege of being admitted. But my parents had to pay. That was one of the reasons I kept insisting in my mind, probably, why cannot I touch a Bible? As a Roman Catholic, you're not supposed not even to touch it. Apparently, in the last 15, 25 years, that has changed. But if you see a Roman Catholic Bible, the first thing they tell you is to be warned that you need to study the Bible together with a priest or go to the closest priest to be guided in your understanding. It's not my faith. It's the power of the conquistadores, the power of the church, the Almighty. You do as we say, even though they're humans. I just wanted, and I thank Pastor, this opportunity for you, two things. One, to admire more and more your country. Being from a democracy myself, I resent some of the things I see in this country, which are happening now, but never happened when I first came almost 50 years ago. And the other, to grow in your faith, because the evangelicals are the true path, because we have the Bible. That's my testimony to you. Thank you. Thank you.
That's neat. So what changed your mind?
I married to a Yankee.